This chapter of the manga, Uzumaki here, chapter 9, The Black Lighthouse, is got to be lined up for like top 10 anime betrayals. Like, this is way up there, man. This chapter seriously got done dirty by the anime. I did a little short about it. It's got a couple views. You can probably go find that. If I remember, after this video goes up, I'll actually make it a related video to that short, and I think that might create a link or something. But I don't know how all that works. It doesn't really matter. This chapter is super ominous. All right, the last chapter gave us some great body horror, some great, oh my gosh, what am I looking at? This chapter, on the other hand, not only is there a giant lighthouse, but the light coming out of it twists. Look at it. The light's not projected out in straight lines. The light has rotation. I don't know how you could like depict this better in the anime. Like, I don't know. There had to be something they could do other than literally putting like two light cones here and calling it a day. But this light spirals. What's the title of this? Uzumaki? Spiral. The light's spiraling. Look at the angle that we're looking at this from. We're down here. We're at these people's perspective. We're down here. We're looking up. This big, ooky tower that's emitting crazy light in crazy spirals. Not only that, but it's also emitting a horrifying noise. It swirled like a tornado over the rooftops. What's making it do that? Isn't that old lighthouse abandoned? Here it comes again. Ooh. So not only is there crazy light doing something impossible, but it's also making what's the right word, like a cacophony or something like that. So the whole city is just kind of like, what's going on? Light sweeps over them. They're all blinded. For a second, the light beam hit us. Every night after that, the light burst forth from the lighthouse. Every night at dusk. So now the town is super interested in what's going on. Kiri, isn't that lighthouse cool? What do you mean? It's like a giant robot spitting out a death ray. Roar! And he's even like swinging his head back and forth. Oh! Doing what little kids do. Great portrayal of little kids that like they will do stuff like that. You shouldn't stare at that light. There's something wrong with it. I don't like it either. It makes me feel dizzy. Mitsuo, promise me you won't go near the lighthouse. Who wants to bet? Who out there wants to bet Mitsuo is about to take his dumb butt over to the dang lighthouse and make something bad happen? Nope, nobody wants to take that bet? All right, well, spoiler. Let's see, I don't want to show too much of this. There's a lot of great looking stuff. Oh man, sorry, I got all wrapped up in my microphone cable. You believe that? All sorts of great looking stuff in this. Where is... Yeah. The people in the town start spinning around after they've been hit by the light. Someone please help me. So eventually, like, the light's causing bigger and bigger catastrophes. A boat gets stranded. The government sends people to take a look at it. And of course, there's that idiot kid, Mitsuo, getting ready to go get himself into some stupid dang trouble. Look at that lighthouse right there. Don't it look great? It looks great, man. That lighthouse looks awesome. Junji Ito, all through this book, just does great things with the artwork. Like, there's no denying it. And let me go back to that chapter. Sorry, I should have just left it there, but I thought I was going to have more to say about that. Ooh, almost opened up to a spoiler. That would be bad. Anyway, Mitsuo goes in the lighthouse. His sister, not wanting her little brother to potentially be, killed or whatever, because who knows what's in the lighthouse, has to go in. Stuff happens, and it's great. It sets up the next chapter naturally. We'll talk about that a little bit when we get there. But this is not my favorite chapter, but it's got some of my favorite ominous art in this whole book. Like, there's a lot of body horror in here that just looks like, oh my gosh, what am I looking at? That's terrible. This one is much more... Stay down, guys. It's much more like we just walked into a Lovecraft story. There's a big ominous object. It's doing ominous stuff, and as they go inside, they discover it's weirder than they possibly could have imagined. It's absolutely a fantastic chapter. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, and I hope to see you again, for the next review.